Hi, everyone. I'm Jordan Lindsey with the Arc of California. Today is Thursday, July 3rd, and it is a heavy day. It is a difficult day because the House of Representatives has passed the big budget bill, which includes so many cuts to a variety of programs that individuals with developmental disabilities, intellectual disabilities, and their families so critically rely on. Make no mistake, these are enormous changes. The cuts to Medicaid are drastic. The cuts to food assistance programs are massive. And the changes to education that now allow our public dollars to go to private schools who don't have to follow special education laws threaten the quality of and the opportunity for inclusive education for our students with disabilities. Today is a land shift, right? Things have changed. And here in California, it is so incredibly frustrating because our representatives voted on a party line. And this is where so many movements that uphold and uplift the fullness of the human experience began here in California. And many of these representatives who voted for the budget bill stood shoulder to shoulder with the disability community, saying the disability community should be prioritized. There should be more services and supports for people with disabilities, and that we should use our voices. Here in California, we did everything we possibly could, right, to make sure that this bill didn't pass. We held rallies. We organized. We did lots of actions. We reached out to all of the members of Congress in so many different ways. Yet the powers that wanted to push this bill forward were too strong. And so if you are angry, if you are frustrated, if you are afraid, all of those emotions are completely valid. Those are valid and understandable emotions right now to have. One thing to know about the powers that were pushing this bill through is that the common thread is that they wish to have a reordering of society, where the strong and swift can take what's theirs and the rest can be left behind. What they lack, however, what I have seen that they lack is the fullness and the depth of the human experience. It's just what you have, right? The highs of the highs and the lows of the lows, that lived experience, something they don't have. That's power they don't have. It's power you have. It's that power that has changed humanity. It's that power individually and collectively which has made it possible for inclusive education in schools. It's made it possible for public transportation to be accessible, made it possible for you to receive supports, an individual receive supports at home instead of being forced into an institution. And it's why I am so honored to be associated with the intellectual and developmental disability community because of the joys of those highs and the pains of those lows are the inspiration and the motivation for the power and the movement and the carrying on. And it's why I see today as not the end of the story. I see today as a bump in the road as you continue to exercise your individual, know your individual power, and then collectively towards realizing a country and a California as well that support every person's opportunity to pursue their happiness. That's what this country's promise was, right? The original promise is that government will allow every person to pursue their happiness. And I'm convinced that that road will continue and that work will continue and it will still be hard, but today is not the end of it. That story continues and it will be led by your experience and the power that you have through your story. Know that the Arc of California will support you every step of the way. If necessary, we will lead and we will be there to make sure that that becomes a reality. While today is a difficult day, please also take care of yourself and please take care of others around you and look out for them. Be well.